Okay, hey Assel, how are you today?
Hi, Jan. I'm doing well, thank you.
Welcome to our next podcast. The topic today is how to sell without selling. So obviously we work a lot with companies that want to get more deals, more leads, bigger pipeline, and yet selling via outbound can be really, really tricky and can create some annoyed leads. So how do you think people can sell without overtly selling?
It's a tricky question for me to answer because in the last podcast we said sales itself is not a bad thing to do, but when it comes to the cold outbound and lead generation specifically, we have to kind of understand the magnitude of people doing the outreach. And if everybody is saying that I'm the best guy and we are the best company to work with, it gets a bit too noisy and kind of stand out from the crowd. You need to go with a different approach where you just have to, you don't need to sound salesy, and you need to build your credibility and authority for whatever domain you are working in. So I would say the first thing would be, instead of pushing for your service, push yourself as a problem solver and frame the outreach around the pain points you can solve. So, for example, as at Seda, we are lead generation company. So instead of just saying we are the best one to do it, I think the alternate would be that we can reach out to people and just ask them if they are facing any challenges with their current lead generation program, either in-house or outsourced. We can just help you with the consultation. That way, we are not selling our service, but we are trying to build a relation. And once they hop on a call, it gives us a window to understand what they are doing, and we can make suggestions. And most of the times, they, after getting the suggestions, they are more likely to work with you and or give you a chance rather than the first approach.
Yeah, it's a great way of framing it. Frame yourself as a problem solver. And I think that's what we're getting at here is with cold outreach, you want to establish value and problem solving first. Because say you have 100 leads, even if they're the right size of company and the right decision maker, you don't know of them which one have a problem now. So if
Yeah.
you're selling your services, it can be annoying because they're like, why are you trying to sell me a website or sell me marketing? I don't need you right now. Whereas if you position yourself as a problem solver and offering value, and they don't need you, they're just saying no to value. They're just saying no to a problem solver. They're not saying no to a sales pitch. And out of 100 people, you might get, say, 20 that say, yeah, I would love to pick your brain about this problem, or I'd like to get a free resource or a diagnostic. I'd like to attend your event or your webinar to learn more. And now you have 20 people who you know have a problem. You can build a relationship with them. And then from there, you can do the selling. So that's what I mean by sell without selling, is go out to a cold market and offer a problem solving solution. Then you refine the market to a smaller group of people who then you can sell to. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. It does. And again, I think in the last podcast as well, we talked about a little bit of this, that we need to treat everybody like a human and speak like a human to them. It's just like I believe you gave an example of a networking event, that once you go there, you just don't go after everybody and just hand them out your cards. You just try to, have conversations and try to build connections with them. So it's kind of like the same. Think of it as a networking event, the cold outbound. So speak to them as a human, and not them. Don't think of them as a sales funnel. If you treat everybody just like a sales funnel, again you might get get leads, but it won't be effective. The best way to approach a large audience is what we are talking about.
Yeah, so ultimately, selling without selling is offering as much value to the right people as possible. See who has a problem that you can legitimately solve. Give the value for free in order to get the relationship. And once you have the relationship with someone who has a problem, now you can actually offer the paid service. This is the people that you can really sell to.
I cannot agree more. Yeah. And
Great.
we have lately tried this approach for the last year or so with a lot of our existing clients, especially in a very crowded market that they are operating. And the number of leads that we got with this approach, it's phenomenal. Rather than just selling them social media marketing services, if you just go with a slightly different approach and offer them free social media audits for an introduction call, the number of leads that you are going to get would be, I think, at least 3 or 4 times higher than the other approach. And I'm just saying a very conservative number. It generally goes up to 5, 6x the conversion rate overall.
Yeah. Yeah, cold outreach is really powerful. It's a way of going into a blue ocean of new opportunity, but it has to be done well. So we
Yeah,
recommend that you sell without selling.
makes sense.
Great. Thanks for your time today on the podcast. See you in the next episode.
My pleasure, and thank you.